Here's a look at where markets ended the week of new record highs. Investors bullish on the backs of solid bank earnings in hopes that Middle East diplomacy will bring stability to the region. You've also got oil prices backing off. I want to bring in SlateStone Wealth Chief Market Strategist Kenny Polcari. Kenny, here's the question. Have we already seen the bottom for the markets? It has been an incredible week for the market. The numbers just kept going higher.
Yeah, for sure. I think we've seen the bottom, at least in this cycle, right? We had that, early conflict panic, and we saw the market pull back and the Nasdaq go into correction territory and all that. But look, the news has gotten decidedly better. And the news that we got on Friday about, opening up the strait and commercial shipping being restored sent excitement through the markets, which doesn't necessarily mean that we're going straight up from here either. All it means is that panic, that concern has been kind of set aside. It's not over yet. A lot could still happen with the headlines, but I'm bullish. So I definitely think the lows are in. I just think we might, advance and then churn a little bit, which would be very healthy.
Fair enough, and that's sometimes a buying opportunity, moment for many investors. And, look with the bank earnings. I mean, once we got all the bank earnings, and the theme that I kept hearing over and over was the consumer is strong. Small businesses are strong. Not as concerned about the risk of private credit as we thought. David Solomon at Goldman Sachs talked about that. They talked about the underlying fundamentals of a strong economy. And remember that this was Q1, which included the entire month of March, which was the conflict in Iran. Well underway. I thought that was pretty. Oh, and by the way, one more thing: the provision for loan losses; those were lower. So it seemed to be just a really good quarter for them.
I think it was a very good quarter, and I think that sets the tone, at least in the financials, right? Look, this coming week and then the week after that's going to be full of earnings reports across a range of industries, and so we'll start to get a better sense of what the broader economy is looking like and feeling like. But I think the banks, set the tone right out of the gate. And to your point, and it's something I always look at, is that loan loss reserve account, because if they start allocating more money to that account, as that just suggests that the CEOs of those big banks are a little bit concerned about what the future might bring. In fact, we did not really see, an over allotment to it. We just saw some tweaks and adjustments to it, but nothing that signaled panic at all. And so I think you're right. I think you hit the nail on the head, and I'm bullish going forward.
Yeah, no, it was quite the week. Let's talk about the AI trade. It seems to be back. Chip stocks rallying for the week. But take a look at this. There's this op-ed from Senator Bernie Sanders on FoxNews.com. Artificial intelligence is coming for the working class. We must fight back. He says the reality is that the AI oligarchs do not want to just replace specific jobs. They want to replace workers. I think it's rich that Bernie Sanders is bringing up, AI data centers. Then he talks about, well, I took Waymos and there's no person behind the wheel and this is job replacement. What do you make of that?
Listen, and AI is affecting, let's be serious, AI is affecting all parts of his life the way it's affecting our life, and it's helping him become more efficient. But can I just say one thing? And Bernie is closer to the end, right? He's 84 years old. He's done his life. He's made his money. He's got plenty of wealth. And so what happens in every industrial revolution is that things change. You saw it happen in the first one, the second one, the third one. But what happens is new jobs and new opportunities are created. So for him to get out there and start creating all this hysteria like, oh, my God, your world's coming to an end and no one's going to have a job anymore, I think is not helpful at all. But nor do I think that he's really the one we should be listening to.
Well, real quick, on Mornings with Maria, I interviewed the CEO of a robotics company that's helping the shipbuilding industry, but he was specifically clear in saying that the automation, the robotics, works hand in hand with the human worker. So the human worker isn't breaking their back, like literally hurting their back and getting physical injuries. The robotics takes care of that for them. Final word.
Listen, 100%. But look, I'm in the wealth management business. AI is changing even my business. I don't lift things, and I have not, I'm not in the manufacturing business, but we're in the wealth management business. And what I find that AI is helping this industry do is become more efficient, is become more analytical, is becoming more be able to be more focused. So I'm looking at it as a huge positive.
Kenny Polcari, always great to have you on the show. Thanks for being here.